Hi everyone, this is going to be the tarot forecast for Aries for the month of April 2022. So this can apply if you're an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, as well as North Node. So be sure to check out the other signs in case this reading does not resonate with you. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so not all the messages may resonate. So just take what resonates and leave out the rest. And I'm currently taking bookings for personal readings. So if you want to get in touch with me to get a natal chart analysis done, a synastry chart reading done, or even like a tarot reading done, you can drop me a message on Facebook or email. Both the links are in the description box below. And I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. So let's get started. What are the messages for Aries for the month of April? Today I'm going to be using the Druid Tarot deck. It's a beautiful deck. And yeah, let's look at what are the messages for you, Aries. Okay, interesting. I'm just going to pull out a couple of more cards and then we'll see what we have in store for you. Right. Okay, so let's get started and I'll do some clarifications as we go along. So the first card that I've got here for you, Aries, is the Death card. Now, quite literally, this could be an ending of sorts. This could be a relationship ending, a cycle ending, maybe like a toxic cycle that has ended. But I feel like this is your own powers of manifestation, Aries. I feel like in the month of April, you're really coming into your own for whatever reason. This is your birthday month. So happy birthday in advance, Aries, for those of you who have birthdays during April. But I do feel like a lot of you are gaining in wisdom. A lot of you are, your manifestation powers are really being highlighted here. You're very quick to let people go that are not aligned with your higher vision. It's very quick and decisive. So whatever decisions you're making right now in the month of April are going to be very strategic. They're going to be very quick and decisive. You're not going to waste time dilly-dallying, and there's not going to be a lot of back and forth. So whatever you decide to take forward, it's going to be very decisive. Um, there is some amount of temptation around you, Aries. I will do some clarification on what that is, but I feel like a lot of you are being tempted by maybe people around you, situations around you. Basically, these are distractions. I wouldn't even call them temptations. I would say that these are distractions trying to get you off your course, especially because you're so focused in the month of April. You know, you're so decisive and you know what you want and you're really coming into your own and you're eliminating everything that does not serve you. A lot of people are seeing that, noticing that, and they want to bring you off your course. Um, there is some kind of healing that has recently taken place or is currently taking place. This has to do with some kind of karmic connection, or this has to do with some kind of generational trauma that you're healing, and you've let that go. I feel like either you've let that go in the recent past or you're letting that go currently. But this was a heavy weight or a heavy burden that you were carrying with you for a very long time. And this could have been generational. What I'm picking up is this was most likely some generational trauma or some generational burden that you were carrying within yourself, within your DNA, and you've let that go. So it's hugely relieving. And once you've let that go, I feel like that really opens up that decisiveness and, really knowing what you want and going in that direction. Um, the second card that I got was the High Priest. Now, this speaks of being one with nature. This is about being very fertile. So some of you quite literally could be expecting a child, or adding a new member to the family, or it could just be fertility in the sense of being very creative during this time. So your creative powers are really in abundance right now, where you are ready to start a new project, a new business, or a new idea and bring it to life. This has a lot to do with earth energy also. So some of you may be taking up gardening or something to do with the soil. There's just a lot of grounded energy to this card. And I feel like a lot of you are very grounded in the month of April. Like I said earlier, in the death card, the things that I saw, a lot of you are being very decisive. You're moving on. You're clear to cut out the clutter. You're not accepting anything that is the fluff. So you're very decisive. You know what you want, and you're only accepting things that align with that. Now, as a continuation of that, a lot of you are very grounded in your power. You're not letting things sway you, which is what I saw in the previous card. There may be some distractions. There may be some people who are trying to get you off your course, but you're not getting swayed in the month of April. You're very, very clear about what you want. Uh, and it's not even that you're being rude about it or you're being very aggressive about it. You just know what you want. And so it's this very self-assured confidence, which is like the Emperor card, which is your card, the higher octave of Aries energy, which is you being very self-assured, very confident in yourself. You don't really need any kind of validation or anybody to tell you what you want from your life. So this is really positive energy. The next card that I saw was the Queen of Pentacles. Now, this has a lot to do with making money happen. So, a lot of you are being very resourceful in the month of April. So, you are taking stock of what you have in your life and you're trying to make the best use of it. You're trying to multiply it, in the best possible way. So, it's kind of like making something out of nothing. That doesn't mean that you don't have anything. Obviously you have, but what I'm trying to say is, even with what you have available, you're able to multiply it and make it even better. So it's an energy of resourcefulness. Um, you know that what you want is coming to you, Aries. I feel like there is no hurry. This card is not about hurrying. This card is about staying the course and believing that what is yours is going to come to you. So it's very patient energy. This is you not just being resourceful, but also knowing that whatever you've tried to manifest, it's well on its way. So you don't really have to do much to try to make things happen. You're not trying to make things happen in the month of April, which is very different from what your energy is. Like you're a cardinal sign, plus you're a fire sign, and you're the very first fire sign in the zodiac. So your nature is to be an initiator, be a fire starter, so to speak. But in the month of April, you're not doing that. You're very grounded, you know what you want, you're decisive, you're staying the course, you're not letting any distractions get to you. You're being very resourceful, you're being very grounded, and you are being patient in the sense that what is meant for you is coming to you. So there is a sense of confidence in you, Aries, confidence in the universe, confidence in God, spirit, however you want to call that energy. But that confidence is there in you that, whatever you have tried to manifest, it's definitely well on its way. The next card that I'm getting is the Two of Wands. And in this particular deck, it feels like there is a choice that needs to be made, but this choice is in your imagination. What I feel is that these choices that you have in front of you are like a mirage. It's not really a choice. You kind of know what you want, you kind of know the choice that you have to make, but it's presenting itself to you in a way as if a choice has to be made, but it's not really the case. So, what I'm sensing here is that it may seem like you're in a dilemma about something. It may seem like you have to make a choice, you're in a dilemma, you don't know which way to move forward regarding a certain situation. But it's not necessarily a dilemma, because I think the spirit is telling you to look into your own intuition. Because if you look within yourself a little bit more, you'll realize that you've already made the choice within yourself. You already know what the correct choice is. So you don't really need, um, so it's not really a choice. You already know what path you need to take, if that makes sense. It's also about moving away from your comfort zone. Now, I know a lot of people say that you need to move out of your comfort zone, growth is everything outside your comfort zone, and all that stuff. But in this particular situation, Aries, I feel like staying in your comfort zone is actually going to do you a world of good, rather than trying to take a risk or trying to go outside of the comfort zone, because that's just going to bring you more complications. So, in the month of April, yes, I would say stay in your comfort zone, trust in your intuition. If something feels like a dilemma, it most likely is not. You just need to ask your intuition what the correct choice is, and it's not even a choice. You already know what you need to do. So, stay within your comfort zone in the month of April. Don't try to take some unnecessary risks, because that's going to complicate matters. Um, I do want to do some clarification on what the temptations were for you, Aries. What I saw in the death card. What were these temptations for Aries? So, what I'm getting here as a clarification is the Three of Cups. So I feel like a lot of friends may want to socialize with you at this point of time. You may be meeting a lot of people, you may be socializing, and it's a time for celebration, which is good. But this can sometimes pose as a distraction, because sometimes it may leave you a little bit ungrounded and off center from your own energy. So just be a little bit careful about that. But otherwise, it looks like a very good month for you, Aries. So pretty positive reading for you. So if you like this reading, do give it a thumbs up, drop in a message in the comment box. I love reading your comments and interacting with you guys. And if you'd like to drop in, if you'd like to book a reading with me, definitely drop me a message on Facebook or email, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.